Beautiful.
Billy Bragg from his Essential Billy Bragg compilation. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking Billy Bragg, I can't be bothered, politics, and I have to say, buy this CD, skip past every song that is, for instance, There Is Power in a Union.
Don't be duped by fascism.
Yeah, it's your right and duty to vote.
Yeah. Right wing, wrong wing.
Exactly. Ignore all that.
But
just listen to the love songs.
His love songs are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Tonight I celebrate my love for you with a pint of beer and a new tattoo. It's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, look, lose the ones about,
Exactly.
Striking.
Yeah, exactly, because we know what we think of that. So, yeah, I heartily recommend that.
Carl, we're on happiness. Carl,
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain
Carl's
to Carl
happiness.
that the aim to, it's really to get on a 10.
Yeah.
For
Well, I like
happiness.
the
He's
fact
on
that he
4.
started on a 9.
But I love the fact he's happy with 4.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, but what I mean is, right, I'm not looking for, like, happiness.
Right.
I'm
You're not
alright.
looking for happiness. What? What's that for?
What I mean is, right, I'm happy when I'm not fed up. So what I mean is, I'm happy.
Is this your new book, Psychology of the Mind? What is that? I'm happy when I'm not fed up. That's like an 8-year-old trying to explain happiness. Johnny, what is it when I'm happy when I'm not fed up, miss? Well done, good boy. That's it. You're happy when you're not fed up. Talk like an adult.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, though. I don't.
What?
I'm happy most of the time. It's just that when things niggle me, I find that I realise when I'm annoyed more than when I'm happy.
But Carl, every time we talk to you, you are whinging about something. You've got something that annoys you.
But he's one of those people that if he whinges loud enough, he gets away with it. Like he's in here, I think he goes, I'm really busy. I come in and he's doing nothing, he's chatting, because he's having big long chats with everyone about how someone's wound him up. And they all come and they go, oh, Carl's fed up. Because he's got this show. You know what I mean? He's wormed his
No,
way.
but hang on a minute. You came in moaning about the post and that today.
Yeah.
But everyone's annoyed and frustrated by that. There's small businesses going out of business.
I'm not. You haven't heard me.
No, you're not, because who's sending you letters? No one. You've got no friends. You've said that yourself.
Yeah.
You've openly declared you don't want friends. They're too much hassle.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. That is my job. Friends that is the point of life to me. I can't wait to see them. I squeeze their head. I welcome them in.
They annoy me.
Annoying me. I love it. Friends are annoying. He's even scared of like doing something with a friend or getting a gift because he goes after buying one back now.
Yeah.
It's sort of like life's a bit of a chore for Carl, isn't it?
Well, anyway, alright, let's leave that aside. Obviously, you're never going to be entirely happy, although apparently you are already on the brink of happiness.
All you
No,
had to say was your hair looked nice. That's all you had to say. Yeah, it looks good, yeah. And that's it, end of story.
What's the point in that? What is the point in that?
Because she doesn't really care what you think, but she doesn't want to hear that she looks like Dave Hill from Slade.
She's not having her haircut just to please you, Carl. Despite what you might think. He's taken aback by that.
Yeah. Sorry, happiness then, yeah.
Alright, so listen, I was happy the other week, right, when I was going up to Manchester on the train, nice quiet carriage, I'm sat there reading about sharks and that, right? Nice and quiet. And I got annoyed, I texted you, didn't I?
Yeah.
When, 2 fellas got on. Can we talk about it?
Well, yeah, I mean, you've started it. 2 gay men got on. Go on.
2 gay fellas got on. And it wasn't the fact they were gay that bothered me. It was like, each to their own. Let them get, you know what I mean? Let them do what they do.
Yeah.
And,
behind closed doors.
But they started talking really loud. Right? And they were going on about,
That's annoying anyway. That's annoying whether you're straight or gay. Talking too loud.
But do you know that theory I have about they go out late?
Yeah.
Gay people always go out late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When I mean, what time do you go out in the evening?
7:30.
If you go out about 7:30, if you know, if I'm out of work, I might go out about 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'll sort of be in bed by about 12:30.
Sure.
At that time, they're still sort of ironing the jeans, right? And the funny thing was, I've always said this, right?
Dancing along to ABBA.
You sort of said that's rubbish. I'm sat on the train reading about sharks. These 2 are talking, and they're going, "Oh, we can't wait to get there." And his phone goes, and he goes, "Hello," and on the end he goes, "Anyway, I'll see you at 1 then," right?
Right.
So I thought, well, maybe that's tomorrow. Could be 1 in the afternoon. That's when most people would meet.
Yeah.
And then he carried on talking.
Most people would meet.
Carried on talking, and he goes, "Yeah." So anyway, like I say, see you tonight. 1 o'clock is meeting someone.
Yeah.
I don't know why you go out that late.
Do you remember when his favourite record of all time is The Killing of Georgie?
Sure.
He said, would he have been killed if he'd have been back at a decent time? There's
a
no
fair
mention
point.
of the time in
Sure.
this song.
And then the funny bit was actually that did make me laugh, right? When he'd finished talking on the phone, he said to his partner, right? Oh, there you go. Let's have a little chat. And the fella said, "Who was that?" And he said, "Oh, it's Dave." He said, "Which one's Dave?" He said, "You know, the one with the shaved head." I thought, in the gay community,
Yeah.
that isn't a good description.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
They've all got-
well-
they've all got little shaved heads.
Before we move on, was the Sharks article interesting? Did you learn anything?
It's pretty good.
Was it?
Go on,
Yeah,
what
I'll
was
teach
it?
you something about that later.
Oh, okay.
Is this educating Ricky?
It wasn't, but I can teach you a bit.
Yeah?
Alright,
That's good.
play some ads and that. And
Play some ads on a tune, and then have we got maybe a competition?
Yeah.
What have we got?
We're all looking forward to that.
Alright.
Fortune Faded. Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Back for 2 hours a day, then a Monday off. Conning the management, baby, and sending this station spiraling down into the depths for his greed and selfishness.
Yes.
Okay. We were talking earlier about things that have happened when we were away.
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot, but there's one thing I heard. It might be a rumour. I hope it's a rumour. I kept it from you, Steve, because I want you to sort of have spirits out, because we've been at it in the office, and we've got to be... Okay, okay, I'm just gonna say it. I think Shed 7 have split up.
Sorry, I didn't...
Shed 7 have split up.
Sorry, I think I got something in my eye. It's just a bit dusty, you know, I think.
So, okay, if it's true, it's true, and if not, at least we got their music. Their music didn't...
The music lives on.
So we're gonna dedicate this show to Shed 7, and all the bands they
Influence.
so we're just gonna play...
Just every artist that formed a band after they'd heard Shed 7. Just play them from now on, and obviously the hits, all the hits, the Shed 7 hits.
When I saw this, I saw it on a website. It said about, is it true Shed 7 has split up? And the next, you know, one of those sort of dorky message boards, someone came on and said, "You are joking." Oh dear, what else is
I
happening
just
anyway?
pray that it is just a rumour. If you
It's
can
just a
confirm
rumour,
that,
yeah.
then get in touch.
Just call in if it's true.
Well,
Maybe
no, call in yourself.
Well,
Monday.
Shed, if Shed's listening,
Yeah.
and he's not busy, he's got Mondays off now, call in and say, what was the split all about?
Tell you what I read about. on the
Sharks,
way.
monkeys, or jellyfish?
It's 10 past, isn't it? We haven't done a little bit of knob news.
No,
Right.
we haven't done no news, no.
But
It's been 3 months.
there's
It's been
been-
3 months coming.
there's this thing. I don't know the full story. I don't know how it happened, right? But little Russian fella.
Yeah.
He was sort of having sort of emptying his bladder, right? And
Yeah.
somehow electrocuted himself.
Right.
And sort of did a bit of damage.
How's he? What, he
I
slashed
don't
onto
know.
some
I don't
live
know.
wires or something?
Something like that. So
Did
anyway,
it damage to himself or to an electric fire or something?
no, to himself.
To himself.
Yeah. And so the doctor.
Didn't slip and curling tongs went up his arse when he was pissed, because that's happened a lot. In
Yeah, we've all been
hospitals. We've all shoved the old curling tongs up the arse when having a piss.
Right. So I can't even be bothered.
No, go on, no, we're interested, we're interested! Come on, we're interested, don't
You
you
can't be bothered. You get Mondays off. Do some work.
Right. So anyway, so the doctor says, "Oh, it's not looking good. We'll have to take that off."
What?
He's like,
Novectomy?
Yeah.
Really?
But the funny thing is, right?
Nothing funny about that.
They've done. You're doing me head in. You're doing
Just
me head
tell
in
the
today.
story!
It's doing me head in.
Oh, you can chill out on Monday.
I've only got 15 minutes, but I'm gonna talk to you every Saturday. I'm gonna get the money's worth out of this, because you get Mondays off, and I can't bear the fact that someone's getting away with something like that, because it's terrible. So you're gonna stick this out, or you're gonna have to work Mondays. So take it on the chin, right? Okay.
Just finish the story,
Yes.
I command you.
Just do it.
Anyway, so they said, he said, you know, will you be able to sort me a little knob out?
A prosthetic
Now,
cock, yeah.
Yeah. But they put him out
Yeah.
for the operation.
Yeah,
He woke up,
yeah.
right, and he's thinking, oh, thank God that's over and done with.
Yeah.
They've only grown it on his arm.
What are you talking about? You twat. Shut the you're an idiot. What do you mean they've grown it on his arm?
Apparently, like, that's the way they do it.
Oh, yeah, but to then put it on, that wasn't a mistake. It wasn't Dr. going, does it go there? Some bloke I didn't do a degree.
Are you a real doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but why put it there?
Because it's got to grow, it's got a graft there, it's where they can control it. To the skin tissue.
But on your arm.
Well,
But they're
On your
going to remove it
back
from
or-
the arm itself. What do you mean on the back?
on your back.
Somewhere, well, we can't wear a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you could,
That's
you could have a
ridiculous.
He's
quick...
in hospital.
But this way you can still have a little tug, can't he?
But they'll leave it there for quite a bit. It's not... Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh, it's just there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's there for a bit. That's not good, is it?
So he's got a cock on his arm.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, you could say it's a thumb or something, couldn't he? Yeah.
But they remove it.
Be good
And
for
attach
hitching.
it down
wouldn't
below
If
later.
you had a knob instead of a thumb and you went hitchhiking, just tickle it. And they can see it like a mile down the road, couldn't they?
Posting.
There's a lot of crap on the telly, and that's why, in a way, people go, oh, it's amazing, isn't it, that you're on the telly? No, not really. Because there's loads of garbage on there. Anyone can get on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
true.
not special anymore. It
That's
used to be
true.
special in the 80s when there was like 3 channels, 4 channels. Now it's a doddle.
But that's why you should make special TV. You should relish that.
No, because they want some sort of flumph telly, don't they? That's, they don't have to. They don't have to think about.
Yeah.
Do you mean the program The Flumps?
He didn't say flump. He said flump.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now are you spelling flump? It's F-L-U-M-F.
PH.
PH flump. PH flump.
PF.
PF. Oh,
PF?
Flump. Okay.
Flump telly.
Yeah, Flump.
Flump telly. So take it this way. So
And what would be an example of Flump telly?
what's flump telly?
No, I don't want to go slagging stuff off, but I'm just saying I watch
Who
less
would
and less
feature
telly
in
now.
Flump telly? Who would be a typical
Who's
person?
typical? Is it all for those awful docu-soaps where people live their life like an open wound, saying, "Look, me fanny fell off," and
I haven't seen that, but yeah, all that sort of stuff. I do honestly. The amount of telly I watch now compared to a few years ago, it's non-existent. Suzanne comes home at night. I might watch a Grand Designs to get some tips off it. Other than that,
So that's work. You count that as work, don't you?
Research at
well,
least.
at least you learn something. So then we'll just sit and have a game of crib. Or,
You'd have been happy in the Blitz, wouldn't you? You'd have been happy down in one of those subway stations.
Oh, Suzanne, what? What? Chimney scar? Oh no, what was that? Doodlebug. I better go up there. Oh, leave it, well, it's fine. Oh, that's bloody heavy-handed, them Germans. They're bloody heavy-handed.
Well, let's go back a bit here. So you've done a bit of tiling. Good job. Please, you're halfway through. Spot a lunch around 3ish.
yeah.
What do you do? Do you pop out for lunch in a cab?
Depends. Sometimes Suzanne, as I pat her on the head, she sometimes says, "There's some ham in the fridge." I'll go, right.
I love it. Like, there's a little choreograph. If I better pat her on the head. I don't know what's going to eat today. Oh, Carl thinks, like Pavlovian conditioning.
Yeah.
Last time I patted her on the head, she told me about some food in the fridge. Bye, love. Take the rubbish out. I'm in the fridge. Cheers. Brilliant. Yeah. Okay.
So I'll eat that.
Now, the radio's on the whole time. Is there? Because I want to picture this. You're not working in silence. Radio's on the whole time. That little squeaky radio that's sort of halfway in the doorway of the bedroom and the lounge or whatever. You've got the radio. And what station you listen to? You listen to music? You listen to
Sometimes I
speech?
listen to sort of speech stuff.
Right.
Sometimes I listen to music.
What would be speech? Like a kind of one of those phone-in programs, or?
Phone-ins do me head in a bit.
Right.
I like, reports on stuff.
So you like to be informed as you go?
Yeah, just so it gives me something to talk about, because if you're not with anyone all day, your brain's not doing anything, is it? Whereas me listening to them, it's like having someone in the room telling you stuff without you having to chat back. I prefer
Perfect.
that. I'm a bigger listener than I'm a talker.
Yeah.
Whereas
Perfect.
these days, a lot of people are talking, but they're not listening.
Perfect.
So,
Although you're not listening to actual humans like your friends when they call you
because
up.
they're just mithering.
Do you make sure that you get everything done and dusted before Suzanne comes home, so she comes home to a spotless place?
Yeah.
And so she comes in, do you instantly show her the work you've done, or do you just let her notice it for herself?
Sometimes I just leave it and see how long it takes for her to go, oh, you've done that.
Okay.
And if she doesn't notice it, are you annoyed or are you excited to tell her?
Sometimes I forget.
He does it again the next day.
That timing looks a bit shoddy. I should do that. Wow, sometimes you forget. And so it's not the equivalent of when a lady comes to him and says, oh, you haven't noticed my new hairdo. Is it sort of the equivalent for you? If she hasn't noticed, you don't get frustrated.
Now, you do notice her new hairdos, don't you? Because you say you don't like them. So what does she say about your tiling?
No, most of the stuff I do, she goes, that's good. but sometimes she'll go, why don't we just get someone in to do it?
What, before or after?
Well, it depends what it is. If it's something that's big and has been bothering her, but it's not bothering me, I'm saying I'll sort it out.
Well, what's an example of something that's big that bothers her and not you? Right.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She's going to get someone in. Well, no, I won't get someone in. Because, you see, the thing is, she got someone in once when the oven blew up. Right? I said, leave it, I'll sort it, I'll look at it. No, you don't know what you're doing, get someone in. No, let me have a look, no, get someone in. She calls someone up, they come round. The old £80 call-out charge business, straight away. They pull it out, they go, oh, it was the fuse and the plug. Now, I could have sorted that out, but she didn't give me a chance. So now it's good now, because I've got that on the old back burner. So every time she says, let's call someone out, I'll go, oven. There's a little reminder. So I'm glad in a way that she did, but so now she just leaves it. She doesn't interfere.
No, Carl, I've got terrible pains. Oven.
I normally speak to my mum and dad at some point every day.
Really?
Do you? Every day you speak to your mum and dad?
Yeah.
Could you take us through a typical conversation with your dad? He calls up.
What does he say? What does he say?
He said, I've just been out, got your mum some medicine.
Well, every time he calls, he's
No,
been
I'm
out.
just telling you the last call out.
Oh, I see. Sorry. Right.
What's the weather like? And then my mum might get on, and
what's she got to say?
Look forward to this.
she just tells me a bit of it. She, like, what was it the other day? She said, oh, have you seen them tablets? That are food.
She's just so like you. She's just like you. Oh God, what is she, a fucking astronaut? Have you seen them tablets? What are food? Oh,
Go on, what are the tablets that are like food?
No, that's what it is. It's like the spaceman food. They've come out and we're just chatting about them. She's saying, oh...
What do you mean they've come out? Really?
Yeah, because we live in a busy world and everything, where people haven't got time to have a proper lunch.
So you have a call like this, scintillating phone conversation like this every day with your parents.
Yeah.
And does she always try to find a piece of new information she thinks might interest you?
That's
each day?
sweet though. That's
Yeah,
sweet that he
absolutely.
talks to his parents every day. So you've spoken to your mum and dad. You've changed the tiles.
Suzanne comes in,
Kitchen's all clean, ready for her to make the tea.
ready for her to make the tea, even though you've been... I know you've been tiling, but that was a job you gave yourself. You didn't have to do it.
No, but I don't do cooking. She knows that. This isn't even a discussion.
Right.
She knows.
What are you having tonight?
Scampi. So she'll do all that. I'll eat it.
And, sorry, let me just rewind for a second.
I'll eat it. He's listing it in his day's work. I'll eat it. I say, I've eaten that. She goes, thank you. You go, oven. Okay, let's act it out.
Yep.
Okay, you've just cleaned up, right? The last bit there. You look back. Them tiles look good. You look at the clock.
Right. Vacuuming up. Cleaning up all the mess. Oh, phone's going. Who's that? Suzanne. Alright. Yeah, coming home. Alright then. See you in a bit. She'll go. I'll put the kettle on, or at least fill it, ready. Because she normally calls again.
What do you mean? She calls again? What?
She calls again when she's out the tube.
Let's do it. Let's hear it. What's going on?
Alright. You out the tube? Yeah, do you want a cup of tea? Yeah. Right, see you in a minute. Sometimes I'll say, oh, get us a little treat when you come out of the tube.
Yeah.
So she'll get me, you know, a bounty or something to go with a cup of tea.
Do you specify that when you say get me a treat? She says, well, what? Sometimes you have a Mars bar, sometimes you have a
No,
bounty.
that's enough for me. I'll go, when she comes in, it's a talking topic, isn't it? What have you got me?
Topic? She sometimes gets you a topic.
You know, it's something to chat about, isn't it?
Right, okay.
Get your bounty.
Something to chat about.
So, has there ever been a time... Sorry, I just got to get this straight, Steve.
Sorry, Rick, I just wanted to say, could you imagine you and I having a conversation about what chocolate bar you ever brought me? What'd you get me, Rick?
Got your bounty, is that all right?
Thanks, mate. That's as long as that conversation can possibly
Yeah,
go.
that
You're
is it.
talking about it's a talking point.
Yeah, so what happens? So what was the last time there was a discussion about what she bought you? Did she ever bring you a bounty and you go, oh, I was really hoping for a Mars bar?
I think the last time she got a bounty, I sort of said, oh, they do a 3-pack now. Do you know how they just have 2 bars? They do a 3 one.
Right, what did she say?
She said, did they? Did they?
So I want out of this relationship.
No, but that's how she comes through. Take a coat off, I'll go, oh. She'll go, what, are we having scampi still, or have you gone off the idea? And then I'll go, oh, you know, we should get them tablets my mum's been talking about. She goes, what tablets? I go, the food. So see how it's all coming together?
Yeah.
So it's like that, and that's
What does
we
she
do.
say to the idea of now living on tablets instead of having some scampi and chips when she comes home after a hard day's work? What does she
She
say
just
to
sort of
that?
goes, all right.
She says, "Oh right."
Yeah.
So this important information which you're imparting that you've garnered during the day, her response to that is, "Oh right."
Yeah.
So-
and then I'll get her attention at some point. I'll say there's worms with teeth.
I'll get her attention at some point. I'll say, I'm going to bring out the good big guns now.
Imagine-
Right, she's ignoring me. Okay, wait for this. Suzanne, I see you're ignoring me. Yeah. Worms with teeth.
Oh God.
Amazing. So what does she say to worms have teeth?
I can't remember. She just sort of said, "Oh, have you got the facts right?" I said, "Yeah." That's kind of it. And she'll either go, "Oh right," or she'll. I mean, it's pretty rare that it's anything more than that.
So it's not a conversation, really. It's,
No.
because the response twice now has been, "Oh right."
What happens next? Take us through.
I'll sort of say, "You got anything to report? Anything gone on today?" And she knows it's. I sort of phase off again. It's like a phone call. She'll go, "Well, so and so's leaving or whatever," and I don't know these people, and I'm not that interested.
And she senses that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she'll go, "Oh, have you paid the insurance?" I go, "No, I forgot." She'll go, "Yeah, I told you to do that." I said, "Yeah, but I've been doing the tiling." She's going, "Yeah, but you weren't meant to do the tiling. I asked you to sort the insurance out on the washer because the washer keeps breaking." And she won't let me fix it, even though I know what it was. It was a heating element. I said, I know how to fix that. Then have a game of crib.
Oh God! Oh it's like being in an old people's home.
I know.
And you've had a lovely game of crib with Suzanne, because you know the magic's still there. And what time do you hit the sack?
Don't know, about 11.
Do you go to bed at the same time?
Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, that's the day. Really.
Well, hang on, we haven't finished yet. So, any conversation before bed?
Depends if the radio's on. I might say, "Look, here's that story about the worm,"
Yeah.
and then she'll go, "Yeah, but look, it hasn't got teeth. It said this, that, and the other." And I'll go, "Oh, yeah, forgot."
Good night.
That's the end of that. Really.
Another day closer to death.
Oh, God, I'm never annoying, Carl, so why are you? Do you know what I mean, Steve?
You're so annoying. I'd say, have you been with him for trying to have lunch with Ricky?
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing possible.
Yeah.
You wander around for hours. It's a combination. It used to be bad even before he was a celebrity because he has a tolerance level. It's extraordinary. I mean, he is irritated by a car honking its horn in the street. It's like, "I can't believe it. Let's go in here. I'm so angry." He gets annoyed by police sirens, by rain, wind, birds in the air, other people in the streets.
They're the most annoying.
Children particularly, whether they're in a school playground we happen to be walking past, whether they're on TV.
It's just noise that isn't mine.
Well, I know, but this is the thing, you are the most irritating man I've ever met, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, you know that, Carl, don't you? I mean, noises he makes, it's extraordinary. I mean, I've been editing some behind-the-scenes footage we shot of, making the second series of The Office. It's extraordinary. I've had to cut sequences out involving Ricky because they'll just think he's a giver, just think he's an idiot, like some kind of puppet that the rest of us are controlling, because he's shouting, he's whistling, he's honking, he's making noises, he's dancing around. It's extraordinary. And if you're out trying to find somewhere to eat with him, all these irritants, all these annoyances, and it's, "Oh, that music's too loud, I don't like that particular song, I'm not going in there, there's more than 8 people in that cafe, I'm not going in there." It's just extraordinary. I think we need a woman. I'm thinking of hiring a woman, like a PA, to just go out ahead of us, scout ahead of us, go in, you know, and she can just phone back and say,
"Oh, sexist." Oh.
Or a guy.
Oh, that's
or a fella.
Oh, sexist.
Or a fella. Just to scout ahead.
Oh, I'm
phone
thinking
back.
of hiring a woman, subservient role. We couldn't hire him. Oh no. Oh, sexist.
Well, that or a chance to meet a woman.
Yeah.
That I'm also paying.
It's like paying for him.
Exactly.
Slightly more above board.
Yeah.
So, if you want to play Family Fortunes, call up. What's the number?
08700 800 1234.
Yeah, it's just like Family Fortunes. Two of you are competing for some great prizes, and I go, something you know how it goes, and then I go Buzz and play around board.
It's not as high tech as Family Fortunes. Current single from Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. That's "Bring It On."
Yeah. On XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, and 2 people on the line to play XF Family Fortunes.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Steve
Hello.
first.
Steve, hello.
Hey, first, hello, how you doing?
You alright, mate? Where are you calling
Yeah.
from?
From my pub in Barnes.
You got a pub?
Yeah,
In Barnes?
yeah,
Are you posh?
no.
Oh. I suppose you're the local landlord. Do they come in and sort of like go, good man, there's a shilling, get me some ale? They're all posh in Barnes, aren't they?
Well, no, not all of them, actually.
Does Nigel Havers come in your pub? Because he lives there, doesn't he?
Well, none of them do, actually. I know there's lots of them about, aren't there, in Barnes, but no, not
You've
in
banned them. You've banned them. Who's on the other line?
It's, Jennifer.
Jennifer, hello.
Hello,
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Forest Hill.
Forest Hill, that's
Yeah.
right south, and I don't go out of WC1.
Oh, you should.
Do you run a pub?
Do I own a pub? No.
Do you drink in one?
Yes.
That's just good.
just from friendly chat there.
Yeah, I
To get you in,
Thing
just.
between the brain that you were talking about before.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but they did an experiment, and apparently the length of it determines whether you're straight or gay.
Is that
That's what I
right?
heard. Yeah.
Well,
So what, you could actually trim it if you fancied?
It didn't go that far.
oh, well,
Always.
you've just interacted with Karl Pilkington.
Oh my God.
I treasure that. Right, here's the prizes.
Okay, now, listen, don't be disappointed, because, as ever, Carl has just gone through some people's drawers here at XFM and found some really quite shoddy prizes. So, you get, on DVD, I don't know if you're a fan of, are they a German band? Rammstein, or Rammstein?
Oh, you'll enjoy that.
But there's any number, that includes Asch zu Asch, Spiel mit mir, and Hazelade. That's just some of the classics on this, DVD of their greatest videos. Red Dwarf, the first
Do you think
series.
Germans sit around looking at Oasis records and going, look at these Wonderwall?
Possibly so.
Wow.
The very best of the Stone Roses, although I might have that, so anyway, there's also an I Love You compilation, kind of appropriate, and, a tribute to the Ramones, which might be interesting.
So you can get the idea, Steve and Jennifer, the stakes are pretty high. Okay, here we go.
Very high,
Exit
fine,
Family
hard.
Fortunes. So, fingers on the buzzers, just both go, wah! If you think you can answer this right, and then we, the highest answer, or the top answer, gets the chance to play or pass. If you play, you've got to get all 5 answers, there are 5 answers. Every wrong answer, you get a life, and I go, and when you lose 3 lifelines, then the other person can steal. It's as simple as that.
If you've seen the show Family Fortunes...
No, this is not based on anything I've ever seen ever in my life. Okay, right. Okay, fingers on the buzzers. Okay. Name something. We asked 8 of my mates, right? Something you associate with Karl Pilkington.
Wow.
Okay, Jennifer, what?
Silliness.
Yeah, that's the top answer, thick or dimness.
Oh,
Do you want to play or pass?
Play, please.
Okay, stay tuned, Stephen, because you might be able to steal if she gets 3 wrong. Okay? Right, okay? Right, we've got the top answer, 4 to go. Thick or dimness is top answer, obviously. Okay, Jennifer, some other things associated with Karl.
Comedy.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. No, I don't even know who he is.
You don't even know who he is?
No, she does. She must
And
do.
yet, bizarrely, she knows that silliness or
Yeah.
stupidity
I
is the top
know, I
answer.
Yeah, come on. Something else.
The smelly eyebrows.
One more wrong answer, and then Stephen gets a chance to steal.
Okay. I don't know.
People are screaming it at home.
Very sensible.
Oh,
What was that? Very
sorry.
sensible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Stephen, can you think of one of the answers that Jennifer didn't get?
Must be a mind for inane nonsense.
Oh, well, I'm gonna give you that, because number 5 is even thicker. So, yeah, what you missed is, our top answer was thick or dim, second top answer was Manchester, third was Roundhead, 4th was airy Chinese kid, and 5 was, even thicker. So, I think Stephen's the winner there.
Yeah, I think he's done well.
Yeah.
You enjoy, Rammstein, and you get, the Stone Roses and an I Love You CD.
So that's the pilot for this show, okay? When Blockbuster's all over, we're gonna phase in XF Family Fortunes. Karl, thoughts?
It's not that good, is it?
Why?
It's not that good. Just... I'm not that happy with it.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just... What else? What? No.
You're definitely right about that top answer.
Well, thanks. Right. So Stephen wins all those prizes.
Yeah.
And
Stay on the line and we'll take your address.
And we'll send something to Jennifer as well for even bothering to talk to Carl. So what's this, Carl? What are you playing now?
Badly Drawn Boy.
Yeah, excellent.
When
Bye.
we're doing Rockbusters then.
Later. Eminem, Sing for the Moment on XFM 104.9. Gervais Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Right, Carl, moving on. Got a lot to cram in. If you yawn again, or pick your teeth, or chew,
can I just, you know, sometimes I get told off by Carl, he gets a little bit sulky if I slag off the prizes that he sources for each competition. This is from Rob in Croydon. He's a former winner of Rockbusters.
Yeah.
He said he didn't even know what the prizes were going to be when he entered. He won, and sure enough, for one night only, he was a hero. The following morning, it was just Rob again, and all I had to show for my triumph are 5 compilation CDs I'll never listen to.
Yeah.
And 2 DVDs I'll perhaps get £9 for on eBay. Please get some decent prizes. Ricky, you're BBC's golden child of comedy. What are you doing? How many of your listeners really are into Stephen Polyakoff's The Lost Prince? No one. That's how many. Now that is a winner. That's someone who's got a reason to like us and
Carl,
like you.
I think he's got the same attitude as Steve when you give him something for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorted you out with NERD tickets for last night. A lot of messing around, a lot of phoning round going on to get you them tickets.
Yeah.
Come in today. You enjoy the gig? Couldn't be bothered going, Carl.
Typical.
Yeah.
I didn't say I couldn't be bothered going, Carl. You just assumed that was the case. You're right, but
Well,
the point is this, Carl. Once you've given me the tickets, they are mine to do with as I see fit.
the thing is, what annoys me is, right, I bet he hasn't even listened to them CDs. He might find something on there.
That's his point, I think.
Yeah,
to be fair.
But I don't want to give them stuff that's too good, because then they'll listen to CDs instead of XFM.
Of course, there's always careful planning.
So
You always got an answer. Yeah, oh, Carl, you're my hero. We don't care, do we, Carl?
well, I think the prizes are all right considering what they've got to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a bit of fun, for God's sake. So
Please do not blaspheme on air.
something else we're giving away.
Go on.
The Shining.
It's more throwing away, isn't it?
Once
Is it on video?
Once again, it's on VHS.
Just because you buy it out of your own money, Carl, stop being so mean.
And I want to watch it tonight, 'cause it's one of those films that,
So you're gonna watch this video and then you're gonna send it to someone as a prize.
yeah, it's one of them films that
So, sorry, what, you just said yes to that without blinking.
well, yeah. You don't think, like, Les Dennis doesn't have a quick go in the car on Family Fortune before he gives it away?
It costs
Jim Bowen has
$5.99.
a go at those his and her towel racks.
It costs $5.99, Carl.
Don't steal our son. The Thrills on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant. Over there, Karl Pilkington. The man who believes anything. I think it might be a condition due to his little round head. It's sort of like, it might be a new condition that we can call cranial spherity. And because it presses on his lobes, and the only sort of upshot of that is, he's normal everywhere, but he believes everything he reads or sees on Anna Nova. Alright?
Talking of which, Rick, I don't really follow the news.
No.
It's mainly boring, isn't it? Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, yeah, well, it is a war. It's just, it's all this nonsense before and after. When it's a war, it's, you know, it's in the middle of the war, you can watch it on telly.
True.
You get results, you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a test match or something. But it's all this rubbish before and after. This drags on.
This recent war seemed, I thought, just generally, it was better presented than the previous one. Because I remember the first Gulf War, it was often during the night, and I couldn't stay up.
Yeah, because I think the American had rights to it, like the Tyson fight, so we had to get it at 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
Which is annoying. They had it, you know, their prime time in that.
Yeah,
And a lot of it was in black and white, when the bombs went in.
With the bombs going in.
So,
this time there seemed to be a lot more colourful stuff.
Yeah, it's much better coverage. I think there should win awards
Yeah, well, I'd like
for
to see
it.
awards,
So,
yeah.
like Channel 4 one for cricket.
Yeah, I mean, a few times as well, I was quite pleased to see they actually had footage of the bombs exploding.
Yeah. No, good. Well done.
Generally, you know.
Good on you. Well done. Good on you.
Yeah, I don't know if
Costs a lot though, doesn't it?
it isn't a costly
War's
thing.
a lot more. When you got something like, you know, a Jimmy Carr game show, which probably costs about £100.
Yeah.
Like, half an hour war costs
know.
millions,
It's almost as
man.
expensive as like Terminator 3 or something.
Yeah. But I mean, you know.
But then, you know.
You got a variety.
Exactly.
Sorry, Steve, you were talking, mate.
Well, no, I just wanted to make sure you're aware that the World Elephant Polo Championships have taken place.
I did get it. I
You're
think
aware
they
of
mentioned it on, we won, didn't we?
England won.
Yeah.
Well, my question is, where have they been practicing?
I don't know.
Do you remember ever at school anyone ever saying to you, "Are you interested in playing polo with elephants?"
Do you reckon it was 5 blokes in pith helmets kept sneaking into a whipsnade?
Possibly.
What are you doing, lads? We're practicing. Get down.
Yeah.
Get off them elephants.
Yeah. I didn't even know he had a team. I can't believe it.
No,
But it's like Johnny Wilkinson and the rugby lads, they're gonna get MBEs, all sorts. The elephant boys, the elephant polo boys, nothing.
They get nothing.
I haven't seen the
But,
sun
you know,
talking like
to be
them.
fair, it's not like horse polo where I don't think there's a stick long enough. I think the elephants kick it, don't they?
I think you might be right. I think they're not allowed to use their tusks.
They burst it, weren't they?
I think that's-
They go, oh,
Start again.
Raheem!
Yeah.
What do you mean the elephants kick it?
Alright, I've opened a can of worms here. You know, normal polo on a horse, they have like,
Yes, they
mallets.
come up.
yeah, they whack them, right? But I think it's, obviously they're too high up. I think, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they just train the elephant to kick it.
So
it's like-
why are people sitting about? Why not just let them have a kick about without?
Imagine that! And why does horse racing have to have a jockey? Well, they just let the horses go, oh, yeah, okay, lads, no cheating, on your marks, get set, go. You know, get back here. Get back here. Brilliant. Why do you think? I'll tell you what. Now, I'm gonna be like a teacher now. Why do you think?
You sort of get mixed up which hand they sort of go in, which hand they've got to get the ball in.
Sort of. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you sort of steer an elephant, as it were? How do you ride an elephant? It seems quite a complicated procedure. I don't imagine they're quite as versatile as a horse.
No, you can't sort of like pull it and its head goes,
No.
can you?
I mean, I don't really know how you... I mean, you have to have a huge playing surface, wouldn't you? I mean, these are big creatures.
Yeah. They use Kent.
Well, exactly.
Yeah. They drop 2 big, huge jumpers.
yeah.
Either side. One in, south of Kent, one in north Kent.
Exactly.
And it takes days.
And is there like 11 on each team?
Yeah, and one on the subs bench.
Exactly.
And it keeps breaking. The bench is broken.
Yeah.
Terrible.
He's living because he's never getting chosen.
He's never getting chosen, yeah. When he doesn't turn up to training.
Of course, and he's never going to forget.
He's down the lake.
Exactly.
Down at the lake, when they should be training, eating too many buns.
Exactly.
Like Gascoigne. Right, Carl, come on then.
Oh, hang on, I just must tell you as well about Lord Admiral Nelson's erotic letters.
Go on.
They've been sold at last. For £117,000.
Sunday Mail?
I don't know who bought them.
Who opened them that shouldn't have?
They got sent to someone else.
To you.
They were meant for Lady Hamilton. What are you doing opening them?
Go on, then, what's he say? What's he got up to?
It's interesting because they've printed a couple of the things he's wrote.
Dear Lady Hamilton, a bit of a problem. Just the one hand. You might have to help me out on a couple of manoeuvres.
Yeah, and the one eye, so I'm not appreciating the 3D.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care where you put it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go on.
You'll have to help me guide it in.
You might as well
can't
stand
tell.
and go across the other side of the room for all the good it do me.
Exactly.
Go on then.
Of course he ended up kissing Hardy, didn't he? Did he kiss Hardy, or did he ask him and he never did?
Well, I don't know. I don't know about this, because I heard that he didn't, and it said kiss me, which means fact, and then I heard that he did say kiss me,
Hardy.
Hardy. Like, you know, because it was got suspense. I don't know. Is it kismet, or is it kiss me?
Kiss me Hardy. I think his final actual dying breath was no tongues.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure.
And someone went, kiss you what?
Exactly, yeah. Maybe that was his nickname.
My name's Smith.
Yeah.
You want me to kiss?
Exactly.
Kiss me Hardy. I wouldn't have thought so. I'll kiss your lips and you'll be happy with it.
But,
I'll
yeah.
touch you, Hardy. But I'm not kissing it. Go on.
Couple of quotes from there. This is him writing to, Lady Hamilton, who he was having an affair with. I can neither eat or sleep for thinking of you, my dearest love. I never touch even pudding. Well, I think we've all written a letter like that to a lady.
That's a euphemism.
Surely.
That's like, I think that's, I haven't eaten, and by the way, I haven't even knocked one out.
Yeah, exactly.
You are gonna get a sackful. Alright, Carl? You're the producer, is this alright? It's all euphemisms, I've not said anything wrong. Go on.
Oh, come on, it happened in the 19th century. We
Yeah.
can talk about it, you know.
Yeah.
This is more topical than monkey news. Anyway, listen, sorry, we better get back to the competition. I'm worried that we've lost sight of that competition, because I'm not going to lie to you, we've had no entries whatsoever so far.
I can't believe that, because I actually got up most of those. That's actually a more accessible one. I think I know all the artists, and I'm stuck on, Girlfriend, but I think I might know who that is.
Let's hear it again.
I'm surprised.
We've heard
And I think that's a pretty accessible one,
An
there.
accessible quiz?
Yeah, so no one's... Is the email up, or no one's listening?
No, well, I think there's a little bit of that. But, I think we've accidentally closed down the texting.
Oh.
So if you're texting in,
This
don't
is
bother with that.
rubbish. It really is awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just play it again, hang on a minute.
I'll tell you what it was. We didn't give out the prizes. We didn't say what the prizes were going to be. That's the reason.
Yeah, I think the emails are gonna go mental when
Yeah.
they...
When they find out it's the first series of Open All Hours on VHS, they'll be
Yeah.
flooding in. Let's see what
And
we've
a
got
Bridget
here.
Nielsen video.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh dear.
Oh.
No, actually, it's not too bad.
Go on.
The best air guitar albums in the
Yeah,
in the
that's
world.
still going. That's,
Volumes
that's
1 and 2.
evergreen. That'll keep running and running.
Some kind of anniversary box set of a Doctor Who episode with a small
New
model
one
car.
wants that, baby.
I'm Alan Partridge Series 2, that's
Yeah.
worth having obviously, and
Yeah.
Porridge Series 3.
Okay,
If
good.
you've not watched all of them on UK Gold, then put them on
There's
DVD.
something wrong with you.
Alright,
So yeah, let's hear it again.
alright. Just name the artist, that's all we want, just
Yeah.
the artist.
Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk.
Play record.
Right, Adams?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, this is absolutely fantastic.
His version of Wonderwall, if you've not heard it
Beautiful.
yet, you'll be loving it.
You'll be loving this. Carl, what doesn't annoy you? That's the question, really.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and... different things annoy me. But I don't just go about getting annoyed.
Seems
Stuff
like it.
happens, no. Stuff happens.
What's
and
annoyed you this week?
I mean, I tend to get annoyed when people around me get annoyed. I'm never the one who's going in somewhere getting annoyed. I'm quite happy-go-lucky, me.
You're having a laugh.
I'm not.
That's rubbish.
There
is nothing about... No one would ever say that.
No one...
How would you describe Karl Pilkington?
Oh, he's happy-go-lucky. Whenever I see him, he's skipping along, whistling a tune.
I whistle a lot, I've told you. I'm
Yeah,
always
only to
whistling.
annoy people when you're playing Scrabble.
No, I just... At the end of the day, I think the problem is, most of the day, I'm on my own,
Right.
right? I'm doing DIY at home, I'm quite happy. No one's there annoying me. I
Right.
go for my lunch later than everyone else, so I don't have to see people.
He's like Quasimodo, isn't he? It's like
Why?
coming down when everyone else is not there.
no one's around. Suzanne!
No, but then that's the problem. Suzanne then comes home. She's been sort of with people, so she comes in with loads of energy, and I'm going, just slow down. Stop going on, then she's breaking stuff, and that's probably the last thing.
She's breaking.
She's heavy-handed with all the stuff I've been fixing. She broke the shutters. What else did she break?
Well,
the
you
other
could have
day?
done a good job.
I did do a good job.
Shutters? Where do you live? In the Old West?
What do you mean the shutters?
Some shutters on a window. She heavy-handed with them.
I don't want them to see me. What a mum.
So what else has she broken?
She's always breaking stuff. The light switch outside. Heavy-handed. Don't. She forces things. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It doesn't matter how hard you hit it or how hard you pull it. Just tell me if it doesn't work and I'll sort it. That's what I do these days. I'm like a caretaker to Suzanne's house. I'm wandering around replacing stuff that she's fucked up.
So she annoys you. She comes home. You've had a lovely day of peace on your own.
So the only person that likes you and talks to you annoys you.
And when you're at home doing your DIY, I want to picture that scene.
Okay, right. We've never done this before, right? But let's do a typical day. We've known each other now. How long have we known Carl? Nearly 10 years.
Feels like a long time,
right?
yeah.
So, let's do a typical day in the life of Karl Pilkington.
So for my first question is, what time does Suzanne have to wake up? Does that annoy you? Does she have to get up earlier than you?
Because she's got a proper job.
The alarm goes off.
What time?
About 7.
That seems early.
Yeah, but I'm used to it now.
Okay.
At the
Now you
moment,
spring out of bed, make her a cup of tea, do you?
no.
Right.
I let her get up, mess about.
By mess about, you mean get ready for work,
Yeah,
right?
she's not being quiet, so I'm awake now. Right?
What do you mean she's not being quiet?
Well, she's just banging about, like I say, heavy-handed. I don't know how she does it. It's just doors and stuff. Everything seems like the Hulk's in the house. Bounding about. Just don't be heavy-handed with it. When even like pulling the curtains shut and stuff, because it's not her who has to fix it. Do you know what I mean? When she's yanking at them and pulling them open, it's like just pull them like that. I've put them on a nice rail. Just pull them slowly like that.
Right.
It's things like that.
This sounds like these jobs aren't done correctly.
That's what
They
I'm
are
thinking.
done proper.
No, because if you get you know, if you get a bad pair of jeans and someone says, "Oh, you've ripped it," a good pair of jeans, they won't rip, boy.
No, just look after it. It doesn't matter if you've got good jeans or poor jeans. Treat them the same. Look after your stuff. I've always been like that.
I know,
I've
yeah.
told you, from a young age, I didn't like people sitting on my bed after I'd made it. It was like, I've gone to the trouble, I've made it, there's no creases in it, don't sit on it. There's a chair there, use the chair.
Sure. Okay. That's mental, but yeah.
It's not mental.
It's the behaviour of a
It's not
psychopath.
mental.
Yeah.
So Suzanne's
she's
passionate
got-
about the place.
So the doors, I mean, what's up with the doors? Do they squeak, or is the
No.
catch been done wrongly on
No.
them, or
No,
is
it
it the
hasn't.
wrong
No.
wood or something?
No, just heavy-handed.
Oh, right, okay.
So then, she has a shower. If I have a shower, I like to go second, because I've got the Mr. Muscle spray that she doesn't do properly.
right.
do you breakfast together?
Just sit on the bed, have some...
Oh, aren't even made the bed yet?
yeah, it's made.
Well, don't sit on the bed if it's made.
No,
mad.
I've
Sit on
calmed
the
down.
chair.
I've calmed down. That's what I've said to her. As I'm getting older,
Yeah.
I'm easing a bit.
Yeah, you're like Doris Day.
So sit on the bed, look
Why
out
are you
the
having
window.
breakfast not sat on the bed? That
Yeah,
makes sense to
doesn't
me.
make sense,
Either
yeah.
have breakfast in bed,
Just 'cause
classic,
the
or have it
radio-
at the kitchen table.
The radio's in there, and it's just kind of.
So you get up, make breakfast, and go back and sit on the bed because the radio's
What's
in there.
going on with the crumbs, Rick?
I don't know what the crumbs are doing,
The
but I don't
crumbs
know why
all
they've got two radios.
Crumbs. Hang on, you don't know what I'm having. I'm having cornflakes. No crumbs with cornflakes.
No, but
So you're having, two of you are sat there. Are you sat on opposite sides of the bed looking at each other, or are you both sat on the sides
No,
of the bed
sat-
looking at the wall, listening to the radio, eating a bowl of cornflakes?
Yeah,
well, you could sort of cross-legged on the bed, or your legs are down on the
just
floor.
down on the floor.
Right.
Fully clothed now, you've had the showers.
I might have a t-shirt on and my undies.
Okay.
I haven't put my socks on yet. I don't like socks. I'd put them on last.
Why don't you like socks?
They just cut off your freedom.
I don't know how socks can cut off anything.
It's all right if your feet are cold. They're nice to put on, but I don't know. My socks are never that well fitting, so I don't really enjoy
But why
wearing
don't you
them.
get socks that fit
You
you?
get the
I
right
never buy
size.
socks, do I?
They
I
should
let
be the
other
same
people-
size as your shoes.
Yeah,
little
I let
rule.
other people buy them for me, and they're never quite right.
But hold on though, this is a rule you've imposed on yourself.
I'm only telling you because you've asked. I didn't come in here moaning about it. I'm just
Socks
saying.
cut off your freedom. Never heard that before.
Okay. Mandela said it.
Well, yeah, never heard socks compared to the Berlin Wall.
Yeah, I think William Wallace said it as well. Right.
Yeah, imagine that in Braveheart, just takes his socks off and goes,
Yeah.
freedom!
Yeah.
Anyway, then I'll say, right, on your way to work, take the bin bag out.
Right.
She'll do that, and then I get on with whatever I've got to do that day.
A little kiss on the cheek, on the
But why
forehead.
do you say
Pat on the head.
who pats who on the head?
I'll just sort of rub the back of her head. There you go. See you later.
Then what? You're there. You got your pants on. You got your t-shirt on.
Well,
You've
you
had
listen
your
to the
cornflakes.
news. You listen to what's being said on the radio. We'll have a little discussion about it. Sometimes she's in the mood for it. Sometimes she'll go, "Don't worry about it."
Right. What now? What would she say that to then? What would you worry about if you heard on the news?
I heard something about worms getting teeth,
Right.
and she was kind of going, "You know, you're not meant to worry about this news story. This war's going on, stuff. You never listen to them."
Do you remember the story of the worms with the teeth? Should we be alarmed ourselves? What was the information?
It was just saying how it was all about nature versus nurture thing,
Right.
and saying how worms that are growing up in a family where there's loads of food around,
What do you mean growing up in a family?
just a family of worms in the soil.
Right.
They're going through the soil. If there's loads of food for everyone, and they don't have to fight for food,
Right.
they're quite happy. They don't have teeth. The ones like the rougher worms, where there's not enough, it's like a massive family, the kids left, right and centre, but they haven't got the nutrients to feed them all. They fight against each other, and the ones that they're growing teeth now.
I didn't hear the news story, so I'm going out on a limb here. I don't think it was about a worm being maybe more working class and chavvy though. With like big families, look at that, their big family can't even feed them all. And then you got middle class worms going, well, we've got enough food for everyone because we haven't overbred.
You know what people are like now? They've got researchers watching all sorts of stuff,
Right.
keeping their eye on everything. When you don't have to worry about it. A worm with teeth, if they've got teeth or not, to me it is not a problem. Not a problem at all. I normally save a worm if I see one.
So,
in the rain on a pavement. If I see it there, I go, someone's going to stand on that, and I chuck it, and I sort of watch it for a bit, see which way it was going, give it an helping hand.
see which way it was going, like it had an aim.
Well,
See
they do.
which-
No, they do though, don't they? They're always going somewhere.
Yeah.
He's going to the dentist.
You can't tell. You don't know which end its head's on.
Okay, so it's 8:05. Suzanne's gone out, you've rubbed the back of her head, she's took the rubbish out. You're there, pants, t-shirt,
No socks.
no socks yet. What happens to the bowls of ex-cornflakes? Where do they go? Have you got...
I wash up.
You wash up, that's the next thing you do, is it? Right, okay.
Now then, do you plan ahead for the day? Do you think to yourself, Carl, make a list of stuff to do, or do you just let it go?
I let it happen. I
just let
don't
it
like the worst thing for me is planning.
Yeah,
I told you before.
Yeah.
You don't get anything done by planning, is what you said.
I don't like the idea of waking up going, I've got to do that today, because that's when you don't look forward to doing the thing.
Yep.
Whereas I get up, I'm washing up, I'll look at a wall and I'll go, those tiles aren't very good, I'm going to rip them off. So,
Jesus Christ. This is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, forget Idiot Abroad. Forget the Ricky Gervais show. Let's just have 24/7 Carl Cam. Just, think how that would... He gets up, Suzanne leaves, we get him to, he looks at a wall,
He starts tearing the tiles off. It looks like the behaviour of a psychopath, doesn't it?
Oh, so this is what worries me though. The fact that you're always doing DIY suggests that you didn't do a good job in the first place.
no,
Steve, am I wrong?
sound exactly
I never
like me.
ever do the same thing twice.
No,
Once
we
it's
know.
done, it's done. I do it right. I take my time, I get it done
So
right.
this is other people's workmanship that you're undoing and doing
Definitely.
properly. Okay, right.
Now, the radio's in the bedroom, so you can't listen to the radio when you're doing your work.
I normally drag it through.
You drag it through. How big is it?
No, it's just a little clock radio thing.
So it's plugged in, it's,
plug it in,
yeah, okay.
Then,
So if it wasn't for meeting up with me and Steve and Suzanne being home between, I don't know, 6 o'clock at night and 8 the next morning, you wouldn't talk to anyone, would you?
Do you have any friends that you might talk to?
yeah, talk to some people on the phone. But then I soon get bored with that.
Right.
About 5 minutes in, I realise I'm not listening anymore.
So what were you talking about that you got bored about?
I can't remember because I got bored with it.
Yeah.
And he was talking, and I kind of thought, I hope he doesn't say, what do you think of that in a minute, because I wasn't listening.
Right.
So what's the point of having the conversation?
I don't know.
But hold on, I call you up. It's presumably the first phone call you get. It's the first phone call I make. I call you up, and I go, "What's going on, boy?" Right?
Yeah, but most of the time I don't tell you, because you'll go, right, what you doing DIY? Pay someone to do it. And we have to have all that, every day, the same chat. If I'm not doing DIY, I wouldn't be doing anything. And then I get grumpy. Suzanne comes home, she goes, what have you done today? And I go, nothing. And I get fed up then, because I don't feel like I'm worth anything.
I work harder for your career than you do. I'm always doing stuff to try and get you to do stuff. I'm always trying to get you shows and things, and I'm always trying to get you to get out there and do something towards it.
I don't want to do it. I've done it now.
Yeah.
I've done it.
Yeah.
We did the programme, it goes out on the telly. Job done. If people want to watch it, they watch it. There's no point me cropping up on Loose Women, asking people to tune into my programme. They either want to watch it or they don't. If they're watching Loose Women, I don't want them watching my programme.
104.9 XFM, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Carl Pilkington's pressing the buttons. We're playing some great moments from the last 3 weeks.
And some great records, Steve, from the last 2 weeks.
That's true enough.
Yeah.
We're not actually here today. What are you up to today, Rick?
It's 8 hours earlier, so this is about 2 o'clock probably. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm still in bed, mate. I'm asleep in the hotel room.
Now, where are you?
We're in LA.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
City of Angels, Rick.
Yeah.
City of Angels.
Yeah, and so that's what we're doing. We're doing stuff like that. That's why we're not here. We're not here next week either. So next week is the best of this week. Someone's left one of those little things in here. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Amazing. What are they called, those things?
I imagine just there, I was thinking of being in the front row at a Morrissey concert and going, oh, can I just play along? They are brilliant.
I don't know what kind of sound that is.
I don't know. It's only used for when Kenneth Williams
Yeah, exactly.
sees someone undressing.
Yeah.
That's the only time that is used, that noise.
Exactly.
That is
But
brilliant.
it's like it was specially created for the Carry On films.
Yeah, we need, I don't know what it is, but we need something when I walk in and see someone changing. Well, what about this? There is a light that never goes out by the Smiths. I phoned Carl up in the week, yeah, and I said, what are you doing? He went, well, even though it's one of my days off, I'm just doing some research on the web. Found anything that said, yeah, I'm doing science. And then he said, you can get wigs for dogs in Tokyo. That's his scientific fact. And I went, what do you mean, dogs, if they need a wig? I said, if they need a wig, what, dogs going bald? And he went, like, this is fine to him, he went, it's a stressful city, Tokyo. The world's alright with Carl. He's always got an explanation. I've only ever seen him confused once. When, in Edinburgh, he looked out of his window one day and he saw a bloke putting a parking ticket on some rubbish.
Yeah.
And that genuinely confused him.
Yeah.
He couldn't work out, could you?
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
And the woman breastfeeding her 8-year-old child. You didn't like, did you?
I don't like that. But, the what's the name? Animals with wigs. I kind of thought, after I put the phone down to you, I kind of thought about it, thought, yeah, it was a bit daft, that.
Are you sure he's not the ageing pop group?
No.
The Animals?
But when you think, have you ever seen, like, a bald pet?
No.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Because my mum, we had a cat, we used to get through loads of cats because we lived in a...
Oh God! It started early today, innit?
What do you mean?
It's only 10 past one.
What were you doing?
No,
Running a restaurant?
We lived on...
Oh God! What do you mean?
No, we lived on like a main road.
Oh yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
we used to get through a lot of them. My dad
It was
kept
their
saying,
risk.
you know, stop wasting money, you know, it's not good.
Not wasting money, not wasting cats.
Right, so, anyway, we had this cat that was ill all the time. And,
It's just bag of news, probably.
Yeah, malingerer. Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm going to which house?
Wrong. Oh God, bloody hell. Wrong.
Don't let me go to the Pilkington.
and it, for some reason, it kept being sick all the time. Right?
Yeah, that is news. That's definitely news.
So my mum kind of thought, oh, I've had enough of this, and she shaved it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now I know you're not vets in your family, but what correlation did your mum think there was between you being sick and shaving it?
Because it kept being sick, and it was a pain to wash, because it kept getting
So
caught
she
up.
wanted a dry wipe cat.
So,
Why didn't you just varnish it? What?
it's weird, it's weird though.
So now he's cold and sick.
No, but I mean, not all of it. She left sort of the back half, but sort of from its waist, sort of.
I love that! Shave it because it's sick on itself!
And
That is
it was
genius.
the weirdest looking thing. I mean, normally I like cats. I'm always like giving yours a stroke on the head and that.
Yeah.
But as soon as she did that, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
can't touch it. And then
So now it's sick, cold, and hated.
Yeah.
Carl.
It must have, I mean, the other cats must have been taking the mick out of it constantly. It's just making things worse. Did it get, I'm hoping that it got run over and was put out of its misery.
no, I think it got all right, that one. Or is that the? Yeah, it did get run over. It did.
Oh, God. Oh dear.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that.
Do you remember the first time you saw Steve? No, I'm not being funny. Do you remember the first?
Yeah, but I've said this before, it's always, then you get used to how people look, and you don't... No.
I'm gonna burst. You have to play a record.
No, what?
Because I just see Steve's face.
No, but I got used to it.
Well, here we are again, XFM, on a Saturday. Just gone 1 o'clock, Steve, if I'm very much mistaken. But we're not here, as such, we're away again, gallivanting around. We've got to do the special, sort of best of again.
Okay.
Which we did a few weeks ago, so this is the best of the last 3 weeks. Which I think is, I think it's the best 3 weeks we've ever had. But I'd like it condensed into 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Some great music as well in there?
Yeah, there'll be some great music, interspersed with fine chat that you've already heard.
Yeah.
Except this bit's new. We've actually, out of the kindness of our heart, we've come in last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we've done a few clips, just because we felt a bit guilty about shooting off.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
leaving.
even now, having heard this link, I'm beginning to wonder if it was worth our time.
Yeah. Well, should we play a classic link?
Let's play, what, from the last 3 weeks?
After this is Feeder. Well, if you've just tuned in, it's XFM 104.9, you've got that bit right. Ricky Gervais Show, with me, Stephen Merchant.
Hello there.
Carl is actually in a little booth. We're not in the studio, you see, this is pre-recorded, we recorded this last week, because we're away. And it's sort of like the best of the last 3 weeks, since last time we were away, when we put out the best of.
It's a long time since we've had any White Van Carl. For those that don't remember this particular hot feature, we basically ask Carl some of the questions that are asked of a white van driver in the Sun. They always have this on Saturday afternoons. Anyway, here's the first one. They're not fascinating, Carl, but I'm just interested on your take, really.
Yeah.
What do you make of Cilla Black quitting Blind Date after her husband sent a message from beyond the grave? Are you familiar with this
I didn't know that. What's that?
She went to see a medium, and supposedly her husband passed on information through the medium, which was incredibly vague, but persuaded her to quit live on air.
Well, so that is about time, isn't it? If even dead people are saying, enough's enough. But I'll tell you what, though, talking about ghosts and that, do you know how I'm into them?
Yeah.
Right? How weird do you think this is, right?
Well, it's not true. Before you say it, play a record.
No, go on.
Go on.
Right, it's this woman. I don't even know if it's ghost, really, it's just a bit weird.
Yeah, sure.
There's this woman,
Yeah.
and she's not a woman, she's a kid.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
She's walking down, like, a street in her area, it's a nice day and everything's normal. She's walking down, and a woman comes up, cycling past, right? The woman on the bike looks at the kid, absolutely terrified, right? Got a really scary face on her.
Yeah.
The kid's thinking, why is she doing that, right? So anyway, she thinks nothing of it, goes, you know, I think she was playing in the park or whatever, goes and has a nice day. About 15 years later,
Oh, right, yeah.
she's, I don't know, I think she was going to work, right, on a bike,
She was riding her own bike.
riding her own bike, cycling down the road,
Oh, yeah.
looks at the kid. That's the thing that happened, like, 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
It's her on the bike looking at her as a kid.
Right.
What do you
Not another child.
No. So
Right.
it's her, she's seen herself.
Carl? I mean, I don't know where to start.
Firstly, where's this information come from?
But I mean, why do you ever I mean, I don't know what part of that you think can be true. I'm honest, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. What are you talking about?
Bit weird, though, isn't it?
But it's not
It
true.
didn't happen. Nothing happened like that.
She said it did.
Well,
Who?
then she's
Who?
wrong.
She said she saw herself.
She saw herself as a kid, didn't she?
Did she carry on riding
And as an
cars?
adult when she was a kid.
Did she stop and talk to herself, or did she ride on by and think, that's a bit weird, there's me as an 8-year-old. I won't stop, I'll be late for work.
Yeah, if I'm late again, the boss said he'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
And where is this information? Did it happen to someone you know?
No,
You overheard it on the bus?
no, it's in the 14 Times.
Ah, right, well,
Ah,
that's
okay.
the answer.
Good,
We've
okay.
got to the bottom of that.
Right, good.